Welcome back everyone to Klascy's Academy Season 2 Part 2. This is the second week with Maximoose and this is his current stats. His win percentage is on 40.8. His tracker score increased by 80 points from the beginning of last week to now. He seems to be winning a lot more. I'll go and have a quick chat with him and we'll start right away. Okay. Can't be doing that. Your fade is going in and your whole team is just baiting her. Someone has to go. You have spike, at least go plant. Because the moment you go plant, your team is not going to let you die, right? So your fade is going to fight the one guy that can kill you. At least if you're not going to go into site and try and help her out, go and plant.
Yeah.
Do you think in 44 seconds someone could have flanked? When you're not doing anything, you should look at your minimap and see your map control, because at the moment you guys are all stuck. The more time your whole team spends in one area, the more dangerous it becomes,
Right.
because you're giving this is your whole control. You're so your fate decided to go win, so by going in you guys grab some more space. If you guys try to rotate now, you are most likely not going to. You see your 3 exit points are like not secure. You don't know anymore. It's been 44 seconds and you guys are still like here. You guys got to do something, or someone should have stayed back, because this map control is not like working. When you go in B, you either go or you usually stay at the top here, right, until you're sure if you're gonna go or not, because someone should always be watching flank if you don't have utility. Now, did you have utility? You do not have utility. You have double initiator, which means you should be expecting some form of flanks. Let's see how you guys are setting up. Where's your blind, mate? What are you doing? Why are you having a ghost? Just think about this. On defense, on this map, ghosts are usually for long range fights. How often are you gonna take a fight outside these boxes? Probably not very often. A ghost isn't all that great for close range fights like this. If you're gonna not buy the blind and a smoke so that you can buy a gun, at least buy a frenzy. A frenzy will be way better in this kind of situations, because you can spray them down really fast and they like don't really, if they have a classic or a ghost, they don't headshot you, you're good to go, you know what I mean? So just be aware of that. If you're thinking, like, if you're a duelist and you're taking kind of like this fights like this, you're probably okay to have a ghost, maybe even the sheriff if you like. But if you're playing support, you're most likely playing against them on side and you should be going frenzy. That's a bad choice of gun as well. I would have gone for just the classic and smoke, to be honest, but it's a lot more powerful. Imagine you blind them now, tell stage to go to the right, and like, yeah, you're gonna get right clicked as well, most likely. Never mind. Insane. Swinging out before the smoke is out. It's fine. Yeah. So see how the TP did nothing for you? TP on first round, really, like, you buy a shorty and you TP behind them without them like realizing. You're better off just buying your blind and the classic and armor. A frenzy here wouldn't have done much either, I will say that. You still would have gotten this kill. One headshot and then like you spray down, they're dead regardless, right? You headshot them twice. 2 shots of the frenzy will also kill on this round. It's just a bit unfortunate. Your teammates just a little bit potato. They just die for free, but can't win every game, eh? What he did is half right and half wrong. So you got yourself in this corner here, bad. That's a bad corner unless you have a shotgun. Because if you just hide here and they like cross you this way, with a shotgun, you kill them. With a classic, not really. Generally, you want to go here, but you did go here. The thing is, you're swinging completely out while you still, like, your gun's still not completely out. But you know for a fact, because you probably played this game enough, that if you just hide here, you're probably gonna get shot. So what do you do? How do you become accurate in this game? You stop moving. If you just jiggle a little bit, don't fully jiggle out. You take one shot, what happens? The enemy stops, because he stops to be able to shoot you. So you just jiggle a little bit. That's what you do essentially when you're reloading, right? You jiggle out when you're like this in the corner. You just keep jiggling out. It's better to take a shot than to die. So you jiggle, they shoot your shoulder while you're still fully reloading, and then you jiggle again, they stop, shoot your shoulder again, and then you fully reloaded and you can swing out properly and then shoot, right? And because you did these jiggles, now you condition the enemy to aim closer, which is the perfect moment for you to wide swing and shoot them. But if you go back here, what you did, watch this. Great, reload. You see how you just went out straight away? So if you jiggled a little bit to the right and went back and then wide swung, it would have turned out better. You don't need to be there. Your brim is already there. Now, what do we know about crossfires? Your brim is right here. If you stayed here, when they swing out here and take contact with brim, you swing out and shoot them with brim. You see how that's a 2v1? I said 2v1, but like realistically there could be more people here that you'd be shooting you, but distracts them. It's a better play than just both of you going into this area where only one fits. This position here is good because it's not often where the enemy comes out of here and swings out here. And if they do, it's one. It's not often, but it happens sometimes. So you're better off staying where you were right there because it's a good angle to just keep shooting people from. I don't know why Oyamin smoked that, to be honest with you, but it's unfortunate that he did. Now, you're both holding this angle, then you drop, and then you kind of like let your team die because you're in that smoke. At best, you just stay on top of the wall because then you have that crossfire going. Now, you didn't stay on top of the wall, you went down, and then your jet's pretty f***ed, right? Maybe if you were gonna like just drop down, it would have been better for you to play here because if you're here and your jet's here, you still have a crossfire going because if you take their attention from the enemy, chances are they're not gonna look at jet, right? They're gonna completely forget about that jet even could be over there. And if you just like keep showing some presence here, they're gonna be like focused on you and they're gonna just go past. And that's when you take a fight, she starts shooting back and you guys got that crossfire going. Now, you kind of baited her, you're just here in the smoke hiding and then you get a kill, great. But now you gotta realize it's a 4v2. Bomb was just planted. You don't have to swing everything at all times. I'm watching you and it feels like you're doing a speed run. Like just stop, bro. Just please, like just clear your angles properly. You just fucking swung this like you knew there was no one, that someone could be here. You swing, you stop, you wait a second, you do it again. Clear each angle with time. They just planted. They haven't even planted here. They are on site. They're gonna plant on site. You have plenty of time. This is the moment that you should be taking your time. What do you think they're gonna do, right? If literally no one is backside, do you think they're all gonna go back A main? When they planted on side very safe? Probably not. Like, you know, they're gonna swing onto you. And the thing is, if you have a good cross-up placement, you play somewhat of an off angle here, they're just gonna swing you, you're gonna get a free kill. Now, let's go and stop slowly, right? Stop, because someone could swing out of this, right? Stop there for a bit. Let's say a second. Stop. Out of stops like right here. Hard for them to clear. Just have your cross-up placement there. Show up, one kill. You know how like lower ELO people love to push? And I feel like you love to swing as well. Like just chill out a little bit. I'm not telling you to hold an angle for 5 seconds. But I'm just saying a 2v4 is very unlikely for you to win. So take your time. You're not pressed by time yet. Right? You don't need to be making those rash swings and whatnot. It's okay to like, if you look at Immortal gameplay, maybe even Ascendant, people just wait sometimes, and like the bomb's just planted, you have some time, they're gonna swing, they pretty much are all in this little area here and maybe a little bit B main. It's not planted for B main. You get the kills that are over here and the last guy alive is gonna have a very hard time to stop you from defusing. Like, why haven't you guys gone mid yet? You're treating like the map is only a B long and A long and A main. You know what I mean? Like, look at all the space. Acknowledge it. It exists. It ain't a myth. It ain't a legend. It's right there and you should use it. Because at this point, you guys are making it so easy to kill. Like, if you notice that the enemy only goes B long, why even put people on A, right? If they always go A, why put anyone on B? If no one goes mid, why put anyone on mid? You see what I mean? So at this point, they're probably just putting like 2 to 3 people on B or 2 to 3 people on A, and then doing nothing. Like, they might have put one person here just in case, because they can watch if you guys across, but they're right here on B, you know? You could probably put one person here. Boom. There's literally no one playing mid. You see how, like, they put 2 people here on B? They put one here, and then one on A, and then that's it. You see how hard it is to push aside when it's like this? But let's say you put 3 people, or 2 people B long, sorry. And then you put 3 people through mid. You guys gonna crunch these guys on side. Because now these guys on side don't have to worry just about these guys. They have to worry about you guys, because you might probably just kill this guy, right? So I don't see why just going B long is a thing. Like, it's okay sometimes to go directly B if they are playing, like, if it's at the beginning of a few rounds, they don't know how you guys play, it's fine. After a few rounds, they should have been like thinking of how to counteract that, and they like gonna. It's just, you gotta think a little bit more on like how to outsmart your enemy, right? Not how to outgun your enemy. If you outsmart your enemies, you will almost every time win. If you try to outgun your enemies, it only happens sometimes. It's like a 90-10 ratio. If you outsmart the enemy and you have okay aim, 90% of the time you win, right? You gotta stop thinking that this game is like, oh, my aim wasn't good, that's why I lost. Your decision making was bad, that's why you lost. So again, you have someone lurking mid every single round. Like, it's been 4 rounds, there's always the same thing. One lurking mid, 4 people going to the same side. Coming to the close of the second week, Moose didn't really get to Gold 1, but to be fair, he didn't really play that many games. He's playing overall a lot better, in my opinion. He's doing less mistakes. He is trying to play mostly with his team. Sometimes he's not. Still, old habits die hard, you know what I mean? So it's really all about discipline and keep trying to do those. As you can see, the cast rating here is not trading his thing too much. As this improves, it essentially just means that you can help your team trade, or like your utilities helping your team get the kills with assists and whatnot. You know, I'm confident he is gonna keep ranking up. As long as he plays more this week, I'm fairly sure he'll rank up pretty easy. It's not like he's really hard stuck in silver at the moment. He's still like on the climb. With saying all that, we'll finish up here with this part 2 of Klascy's Academy Season 2. I'll see you all at the end of week 3 with his final rank and any extra notes that I'd like to say. So catch you all next time.